Now, just before we get into our news, I'd just like to remind you that Mashirima Kapombe, our very own, has just won an award, the Children's Reporting Award, at the annual Media Awards put together by the Media Council of Kenya on this World Press Freedom Day. We continue to congratulate her for that win and urge you to keep it KTN Kenya for that. All right, let's now take a look at other survivors who are picking up the pieces after the fiasco and the saga that took place in Sinai. All right. Now, the Sinai fire victims, Sinai is the place rather where 100 Kenyans perished when an explosion on an oil pipeline triggered a massive fire slightly more than 2 years ago. Today, we bring you the untold story of those who lost everything and are now trying to pick up the pieces.
Unlike the biblical theory of the pillar of cloud and the pillar of fire at Mount Sinai, what happened in Nairobi Sinai residential area on the 12th of September 2011 was the saddest event of that month in the nation. An explosion that followed a fuel spill caused fire that consumed the lives of 100 Kenyans and their properties as well. The story of Mai Wanjiru brings into sharp focus the fate of those who lost their jobs and all investment in the fire.
Pande ya nyumba kila mwezi nilikuwa napata kama 15k. Nazo nguruwe unajua unakaa muda kabla uuze. Sasa nilikuwa nakaa baada ya miezi 6 ama 7 nauza.
People are now trying to pick up the pieces and rebuild their lives after the tragedy that happened 2.5 years ago. The Mois are the owners of this land. They had put up their housing investment, which had for years been their source of comfortable income by any standard.
Gava ilisema tusikijaribu kutengeneza tena hapo nyumba. Sasa hiyo ni kama kupoteza tulipoteza. Na ni mahali mtu alikuwa anajitegemea.
Joseph Moi, who has been a farmer in Sinai, lost not only built-up property but also his animals. The fire roasted his pigs, cutting down the number from 47 to just 7. But the most painful was what happened to his wife. Moi has now assumed most of the duties that his wife used to do.
Yeye alichomeka uso na mikono na mwili kwingine alichomeka pia kwa mgongo.
The fire reduced them nearly to beggars, wiping away in fairy flames what they had worked for years to build and nurture. Now they can barely scrap together enough to survive on each day. Occasionally, they seek help from friends.
Marafiki washani accept. Juu anajua si unajua ule mtu anajua Kenya kilikufanyikia hizi kutenga.
This family lost 5 relatives on that fateful day. These photos now a reminder of both the love they shared as a family and the pain of their loss. The government has so far given the family 10,000 shillings in the last 3 years, but their hopes now lie in the case in court presented by Senator Mike Sonko, seeking a compensation of 25 million shillings for the victims.